everything's gonna be alright. And when we get there, I'ma see a pretty, pretty, pretty young thing. I'ma ask her to take my hand, head to the floor, we gon' dance. And when we get there, best believe we gonna do a two-step. Ain't no drama in here, so don't stress. Step to the right, then side to the left.
Good evening and welcome to the Stephen Knight Show. Hope you're having a great Monday. We're glad to be back with a brand new show. Tonight we're covering hot topics. We're talking about the whole Bill Cosby trial. We're talking about Kanye West, his meltdown, and how he wants to make amends with the gentleman accused of killing his mother, a plastic surgeon. We're also talking about Nas and Khalees situation. She's saying that their relationship was abusive and volatile. And we're talking about all that in hot topics. Just a lot going on. Plus, we're bringing the latest in movie reviews and sports and fashion. Of course, the best in music out there. Listen, we'll remind you all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Instagram, and, of course, our official website, thestephennightshow.com. Keep it locked when we come back. Hot topics right back after this.
Your love is showing me my path. My heart belongs in your grasp. I only see you underneath your light. I can't survive without your kiss. My life dripping from your lips. I'm nowhere if I'm not by your side. Like time slows down, and every breath is getting longer. I feel my heart sinking to the ground, and every weakness is getting stronger. And as I'm falling, I can feel you lift me up underneath your wings. And it's every touch how you take my love and bring it back to life. You bring it back to life. I feel your fire burn underneath my skin. And it's every touch how you take my love and bring it back to life. You bring it back to life. And I'm breathing in every single sound you make. I can feel your words all in the air. With your voice making my heart beat. If your soul is all I see, it's like the rest of the world is not there. It feels like time slows down, and every breath is getting longer. I feel my heart sinking to the ground, and every weakness is getting stronger. And as I'm falling, I can feel you lift me up underneath your wings. And it's every touch how you take my love and bring it back to life. You bring it back to life. I feel your fire burn underneath my skin. And it's every touch how you take my love and bring it back to life. You bring it back to life. And as I'm falling down, I feel you lift me up underneath your wings. And it's every touch how you take my love and bring it back to life. You bring it back to life. I feel your fire burn underneath my skin, and it's every touch how you take my love and bring it back to life. You bring it back to life.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Ms. Parker, how's it going? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. It's been a Monday, but it's over now. So,
it definitely is.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I had a very productive Monday, and I flew back in from Hawaii. I was in Hawaii all last week celebrating my sister's 10-year, her and her husband's 10-year, wedding anniversary. They renewed their vows on the beach. It was really nice. We had a great time. All my siblings were there. My oldest brother brought his wife. Of course, my sister and her husband, their kids, and then one of their nieces came. And then my brother-in-law's one of his brothers and his wife and their son came. And then my brother-in-law's parents came. And then my brother-in-law's my brother's wife's parents came. It was a lot, but it was about 16 of us total. It was a lot of fun. Hawaii is a beautiful place. I was just glad. Like, I was thinking about it, how I don't like having the same schedule every day. Like, that routine. I mean, I have obviously routine in my day, but I like switching it up. And so when I went out there, I said I wanted to start my day off, just in a, kind of reflective spiritual way. So what I would do is I get up, I read my scriptures and my devotional, and then I read out this book I'm reading. Then I would pray and kind of meditate, and then I go running on the beach. And it was just like, I said, I don't know if I could do this every morning, but it was great for that period I was there. You know what I mean? Just starting the day off. And I think I was telling you, Ms. Parker, I don't think I ever adjusted to the time. So I'd always wake up like at 6 a.m., but it would really feel like it was noon, here because it's a 6-hour difference. But it was a lot of fun, They had Spam, I don't know if it's meat, but I guess it's a meat type substance. They had a Spam festival on Saturday. I was like, I don't know.
You've never heard of or eaten Spam before?
I've heard of Spam. I never liked it, but they had a whole festival, dedicated to.
They're the number one consumer of Spam, Hawaii.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we hiked up the volcano. It's a man-made volcano, but it was a lot of fun. Just a lot of good bonding time. We said we're going to start doing something like that once a year, just get the family together and spending that time together. It was really great. And I got in this morning, back on the grind. How was your weekend?
It was great. I had a really great weekend. Mel was in town. I saw the girls. I hung out all weekend long. I'm exhausted still. I stayed home and just cooked and ate and kind of just hung out. She left early that morning. Mel is one of my best friends, and
right.
She was in town for a conference, and she stayed a weekend with me. But got to see a lot of people over the weekend, and it was a really good weekend. And I'm glad you had a good time on your trip.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Chike, what's going on with you? Happy Monday.
Hey, brother. Welcome back. I'm so jealous.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, it was like paradise every morning. I will say, I'm sure you all been places you just look up and you say, there's a higher power, there's a God because of the beauty that's out there. You know what I mean? It was just beautiful.
Absolutely.
It was just beautiful.
Absolutely.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was awesome. The Penn Relays were here in Philadelphia, so I attended I went the last day because I wanted to experience the gold medalist runners, the high caliber runners. Not to say that there's anything wrong with, the colleges or the high schools, because I've actually ran myself 2 different times, once in high school and once in college in the races. So it's a great event if you can actually make it to it. It's
Okay.
awesome.
Okay.
And,
nice.
Track and field from all around the nation, the world actually, comes to participate in the games. So it's like a little teaser before we actually have some Olympics. So you get to see some of the people that are going to be future Olympic stars in the Penn Relays. It's a good initial look to see who's the up-and-coming.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice. Yeah. So because I work for the Penn Corporation, I was able to have access. So it was wonderful. I got a chance to get on the field and everything else. It's awesome.
Nice. That's awesome. All right, well, our question of the day is, if you could do anything for work and not worry about money, what would you do? Ms. Parker?
I have always said this. I want Andrew Zimmerman and Anthony Bourdain's job. Travel around the world, eating amazing food, learning about people's culture through their food. I think food has a universal language where, no matter where someone is from, when you're sharing food, you're sharing a happy time.
Yeah.
It may not be something you're used to. Their comfort food may be something that's completely nasty sounding, nasty looking to you, but everyone has this common interest in eating things that they grew up with as kids that gave them comfort and reminded them of their childhood. And being able to share that with other people is always so amazing. I always like seeing people experience their own food and then learning from them what different food means and why they eat. That's why I know so much. I'm like, Spam, the number one consumer is, who wants to eat that a lot. So, I think that would be. And when you travel to your mind expands. You become a different person. So anything that involves traveling and eating, I would love. I'll do it for free.
You did.
Give me a place to stay and book your tickets.
Exactly. What about you, Chike?
So I'm kind of sort of like Ms. Parker a little bit, except my area would be lodging, hotels, motels, villas. When I travel, that's just one of my things. I like staying in really decadent places or decadent-ish places.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about comfortability, and it is going to be your home away from home. And I just think that, and not that I think, I get something out of staying in places like that just because I have curiosity.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, it's just one of my things. So I could do that for free and just, that could be my job.
Well,
travel around and stay and watch it.
Okay. So one of the things that I used to not do and I wasn't comfortable doing was, going to work by myself and venturing out into the city or venturing out into the town. And that's something that I've grown in doing that just from traveling over the last few years more. And I did that, in Hawaii. I had, even though my family was there, we all stayed in separate locations. And so, I had an area that was remote to the beach and to that area, Waikiki. And I, ventured out, went to restaurants, went running, went to beach by myself. And so I think for me, if I could get paid to travel and, like you said, explore different cultures, I'm getting better at that, especially when it comes to food, because I used to be very picky. So, but I think that'd be something that I'd like to do, for sure. Yeah. But tweet us at Stephen Knight Show, SHO, and let us know if you could do anything, any work, and not worry about money, what would you do? All right, so hot topic. So Bill Cosby was found guilty on 3 counts of aggravated incident assault in the Andrea Constance sexual assault case against him. He could face a max of 10 years in prison for each charge, which could be 30 years. Now, a former Playboy model, Victoria Valentino, she didn't mince her words when she was asked what did she think about the disgraced comedian, what should be his sentence. She says that he should get the same special treatment he gave her. She said he should be violated once he gets into prison. And she goes on to say that Cosby was the most prolific serial rapist of the 20th century. What are your thoughts on his sentences, and what are your thoughts on her response?
Actually, we've been talking about this all day at work. And you're innocent till you're proven guilty, and the court has proven this man guilty, so he's therefore guilty. It's embarrassing because it's embarrassing because this man was on a pedestal for us, and he's very disgraced at this point. And I chuckle, but I'm saddened and I'm disappointed because there was a great legacy that has fallen.
Yeah.
One of our better ones has fallen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really important that when people idolize celebrities, that they keep in mind that they don't know these people, right? You're idolizing an image of them that they're portraying in whatever entertainment venue that they specialize in. You don't know these people. So I find it so disheartening how people are personally attacking these women as if they were best friends with Bill Cosby, like as if they knew him. Now, I do think everyone has redeeming factors. I think everybody has redeeming characteristics. I think we are the sum of all of our goods more so than we are our bad. I think we are by nature good people. Good. We want to be good, want to do good. You can still say somebody is have good characters, display good values in certain situations, and still point out their evil. It's okay for you to say Bill Cosby image on TV helped build the black community and show a different light. It's okay for you to say his character changed the way people saw African Americans on TV. It's okay to say the show had an impact. It's okay to say all those things and still say him as a person, not the character he played, him as a person wasn't that person, and him as a person did evil things. I don't understand why people, especially black people, feel like they can't separate who he played, what his legacy was as far as what he's done for our community television-wise and through the show, separate that from who he is as a man. And I've often I'm going to use a personal example, and I've said this with my close friends. I haven't said this to people, just, anybody. But I can admit that my dad has been a great dad to me. He wasn't a great father to my siblings, and he has never been a good man to anyone he dated or married. I can honestly say that with all of the love in my heart, and my dad and I are super close.
Yeah.
I can separate who he was to me as a father and who he was to my siblings as a father and who he was as a husband and boyfriend.
That's true.
But those are separate things. You have to be able to see people as we are. We are all very complicated, so very dynamic people, and we all have different sides to us. We have to be able to acknowledge that in people. That's the only way we can keep people accountable for their behavior. We don't have to condemn the entire person, but we can say your behavior is unacceptable, your behavior will not be tolerated, your behavior is hurtful, and that's not the behavior that we want as represented as our community. But we do thank you for the legacy that you've left in this character that changed people's views about how they saw us. You can do that and still like what he did as his job, but not who he is as a person. And that just bothered me. That, do you know, 1 out of every 4 African American women are sexually abused, and that number could be higher because sexually assault is something that most women don't report because it's embarrassing.
Right. Yeah.
There's so much shame attached to it, especially in our community. There's so much shame attached to it, and it's a generational thing, right? And we've learned it from back in slavery. That's what I'm saying. Slavery has done a number on us. When our black men were made to have sex with their mothers and sisters and family members. And so that rape culture became a part of what we did even after we were our grandparents and parents were, great-grandparents were free. It became a thing where it was tolerated by black women. And then it's this silent code that, you don't say anything, and if you say something, you're automatically lying. And that bothers me to my core, because the same people who are saying these things, I can guarantee you, your mother, your sister, your daughter, someone in your family has been raped and sexually abused. And they're hearing you say these things, and it's hurtful. It's
That's
hurtful, and we're seeing you as a whole different person. When you say these things, we don't feel protected. We don't feel safe. This is a cultural thing that needs to change. Even if you feel like it's inappropriate for somebody to be airing out their dirty laundry, what I always tell people is, I'm sorry this happened to you, and I believe you. I always tell, if it's a woman, a young child, a man, I always say that, because people need to be validated. Their pain needs to be heard. When people say something has happened, people need to understand that it's very rare that somebody's going to make up a sexual assault. It's actually, the studies have shown that it's the opposite. People don't tell.
Yeah.
So that's just my plea, because I've just been so hurt, not just reading the whole Bill Cosby thing, but reading the R. Kelly thing,
Mm-hmm.
the whole Eddie Long thing. Our children not be feeling protected. Our young boys that are being molested by higher power people not feeling safe. We need to make sure that each one of us take the responsibility to make everyone else feel safe. And I think, too, what happens is people who were sexually abused and never told have more of a chance to be sexual abusers themselves.
That's true.
So we have more of a clean heart and able to open up and say, it's okay for you to tell your story. It's okay for you to come up and be clean about it and say what happened to you. And we believe you and we want you to feel safe. Guess what? That person might heal so they can't hurt somebody else.
Don't keep the cycle going. Yeah.
And don't keep the cycle going.
So what are your thoughts on, like, I read that Matt Lauer and some of the other powerful men that were, had these allegations against them are trying to stage a comeback. Do you think that it's too soon, or what are your thoughts on them staging comebacks?
Yeah, I think right now it's not the climate for them to come back. I think what they need to do is to try to get some healing help for themselves, because I think right now it's just not the climate where people
But see, this is the thing where my issue is. Granted, Bill Cosby did what he did, and he was sentenced. He was guilty. He hasn't been sentenced yet. There will be no comeback for him. Even if he was 34, from this, how it played out, there is no comeback for him.
Mm-hmm.
How are those men able to come back? How is it that they have a trick up their sleeve to come back from the things that they've done?
Well, we have to factor in all of the factors when we're talking about different people. Yes, I agree. There is white privilege in all sector of everything. So, yeah, including sexual abuse. So they have a chance because they're white males. And white males have the power in this country, so they will always have a chance to come back. But that's a separate issue, right? White privilege is it's still a connecting issue, but it's a separate issue. We can't use that to downplay what Bill Cosby did. We can't be working.
No, it's not. I wasn't using that to downplay. It definitely wasn't to downplay. It was talking like an aside to. It's not downplaying.
Mm-hmm. No,
but we're talking about the subject of abuse.
They'd all be in Bill Cosby's shoes right now if it was up to me. But I think
and this is what I'm saying.
I'm not saying you necessarily, but I'm saying just as what I've been reading culturally. It seemed like I've seen these memes. They're naming all the white people that have been accused and how come they haven't been tried, blah, 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 right? Okay, I totally agree with that. But right now, this is Bill Cosby day in court. Their day is going to come. And however, if their day come here on earth or in the afterlife, their day is going to come. Right now is Bill Cosby. So let's acknowledge what he done to these people. Let's acknowledge his victims, and let's acknowledge the fact that he's been found guilty. This man has not. There was never been a question. He's admitted several shows that he drugged women on different. There's a whole lot of recordings out there of him out of his own mouth. So it's this whole conspiracy theory of. I understand why black people don't trust the justice system, right? So I was reading an article, and I get it. We don't trust the justice system because the justice system a lot of times don't work for us. And I think in the R. Kelly case, it's an example of the justice system working against us because those girls have been young black girls. If those was young white women, I think Bill Cosby, the way he messed up was he didn't just rape black women. A lot of his victims were white.
Yeah, that's true.
They will protect white justice court system will protect white people, white women at all costs. I don't care if he was 100-some years old. They would have found a way to get him because most of his victims were white. R. Kelly will most likely not ever be tried because they don't care about young black women. They don't care about us harming each other. The same reason Chicago, all the shooting and stuff, and then on TV pretend like they're doing something about it. They're not doing anything about it because they don't care. It's black crimes against black. Now, if the white folks start shooting up white folks, we'll have a problem.
Yeah, it's true.
So all that plays a role in it. And I hate to say this. I just want to kind of go on record saying it. I don't think Bill Cosby's ego is going to allow him to go to jail, prison. I think if it comes down to him going and being locked up, I think he's going to do something to himself. Because I think he has convinced himself that he has convinced himself just how his action has been in court, after being convicted, calling a woman a whore, calling the prosecutor. Yeah. That attitude, I can just tell he's one of those people. He's a narcissist. He's not going to allow himself to be put in a position where he's being locked up.
Mhm. When I was thinking about a lot of these men, the ones that are trying to stage a comeback right now, I think it's their narcissistic attitude that thinks that they can do it right now. Yeah.
Because why would you even think in this climate where Bill Cosby is being convicted, where every other day women are still on this Me Too movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you even think in this climate is a good time? You better take notes from Russell Simmons. Go take yourself to Bali, wherever you got to go do your spiritual cleansing. And
right.
Yourself.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, listen, so on the heels of Bill Cosby's recent conviction, RCA Records, Apple Music, Spotify, and R. Kelly supporters and collaborators are being taken to task over Kelly's troubling record of sexual misconduct that stretches back several decades. The hashtag Mute R. Kelly movement has been fully embraced by Time's Up Organization's Women of Color Committee, which includes Ava DuVernay, Shonda Rhimes, and Janice Smollett Bell. That's Jesse Smollett's sister. The organization released a statement pretty much demanding that Kelly's face the music, pun intended. They said, "We demand an appropriate investigation and inquiries into the allegation of R. Kelly's abuse made by women and their families for more than 2 decades now. We declare with great vigilance that a united voice to anyone who puts to silence us, their time is up." Now, the Time's Up is seeking the action, for RCA Records, R. Kelly's label, Spotify, Apple Music, which streams Kelly's catalog, and Ticketmaster, which has sold to his concerts. They're calling for a cancellation of his May 11th concert in Greensboro, North Carolina. In part, they said that, over the past 25 years, the man known as R. Kelly has sold 60 million albums, toured the globe repeatedly, and accumulated hundreds of millions of plays on radio and streaming devices. But during that time, he also has married a girl under 18 years of age. He was sued by at least 4 women for sexual misconduct, statutory rape, aggravated assault, unlawful restraint, and furnishing illegal drugs to a minor. He was indicted on 21 counts of child pornography. He has faced allegations of sexual abuse and imprisonment of women under threats of violence and criminal harm. Do you think that they will be successful with this hashtag Mute R. Kelly?
Well, from what I understand, one of his concerts already been canceled, so I'm not sure if it's the May 11th one. But he released a video stating that he'd never known anybody to cancel shows based on allegations, and he doesn't understand why this is happening to him. I say more power to them. I think it's time that Black women, the Black community, and the justice system stand up and say, you've been hurting Black girls, and we've turned our eyes long enough. My thing is, I don't care who you love, but I think there's a difference between liking a younger person, because I date older guys, liking a younger person that can be easily manipulated, than liking being 50 and maybe dating a 35-year-old. Being 50 and a 35-year-old, she's mature enough to know what she's getting into. But you can't be 40 marrying an 18-year-old. That's ridiculous. That could be your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Only little boys do that. Grown men don't do that. Little boys do that.
Right.
He's a little boy in the mind.
Yeah, but that's a sign too, because you over here waiting for her to turn 18 so she can be legal. That's a sign too that you're a pedophile. You like young girls, and you probably been messing with girls who've been under 18. 18 is just an age that the government has put to a person. It does not mean that they're mature enough to make decisions that you're going to be expecting, you're going to be making in place of them, because you've lived double their time of life. I just think it's ridiculous that a grown man will want to, and obviously, it seems like he has some issues as well, and some troubling past or whatever. That needs to be looked at as well. But I think right now he needs to be held accountable for all of the lives and all the people he had paid off to be the hush. Now, I wouldn't want my daughter being in a situation like that. Like, if we have to think about these things as if they were our sisters, our daughter, our family member. If it happens to somebody you love, how would you feel about it?
That's true. That's true.
And look at how many times he's gotten through what he's done with the throw, of money at the situation.
Yeah. I mean, because I thought he was going to go to jail back when that first sex tape came out back, 2002 or so. But I guess money talks in some cases.
But the girl refused to testify against him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
So he paid her off.
And the thing is, I mean, my mom always said, where there's smoke, there's fire. And we keep getting these allegations against him and these situations. It's kind of like, okay, what's really going on? Obviously something, you know what I mean? There needs to be a full investigation. Thorough investigation. Yeah. All right, switching gears. So last week, singer Janelle Monáe revealed that she was pansexual. Now, as previously reported, the Dirty Computer songstress Janelle Monáe.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. As previously reported, the Dirty Computer songstress told Rolling Stone in her cover story that she initially identified as bisexual, but later read on pansexuality and the attraction towards someone regardless of their sex or gender identified with that as well. So once she read that, that's more who I am more than bisexual. So she's expounding upon why she thought it was important to speak out. She sat down with CBS and she said for an extensive interview in her hometown, Kansas City. She said, after meeting with Monáe's mother, a recovered addict father, and 11 aunts, the reporter, he asked the singer about her relationship with the late mentor Prince. She said, if this was Star Wars, he was my kind of Yoda to my Han Solo. The reporter asked her if she too would portray her sexuality as sexually fluid like the Purple Rain singer did, and she said no, because she wants dirty computers like herself to feel represented and celebrated. She said, I think it's important for people to be proud of their identity. I'm very proud to be queer, young, and black woman in America. I'm proud of who I am. I love myself, and I want for all the dirty computers around the world to feel seen, to be heard, and to feel celebrated, and to know that I am right here with you. What are your thoughts? Oh, by the way, they said once she came out as pansexual, that word became the top search word of the week in the Webster Dictionary. What are your thoughts?
And that just means that she's attracted to whoever. Attracted to at the moment.
Right.
I think that's fair. I think I've always said it. I think sexuality is a complicated issue. I don't think attraction is black and white, and I think that I think society has made this thing where we have to label ourselves and put ourselves in boxes. I think as long as everybody involved is aware, and everybody involved is an adult, and everybody involved is happy, I don't care what you do. So I think that there are voices like her that she is right, that needs to be heard, and I think that people need to speak more about their sexuality and being open about it, in her world. Now, obviously, if it's just you and I, that's a private thing. You have to go around announcing everything, but I think we're in places where you can make an impact and inspire people, like in her position, I think it's okay for her to do that. I don't know if I told you guys the story before, but I met a guy through a friend of mine doing charity work, and we linked up on Facebook, and he's an attractive man, and 3 or 4 years ago he inboxed me, and we were chatting, and he was just very upfront. He was like, I'm polyamorous or whatever it's called.
Oh, polyamorous.
I was married. Yeah, I was married for over 10 years. It didn't work for me. I don't believe that I could be with one woman. I like to be honest about it. And he was like, he was like, I have 3 girlfriends, and and a lot of it is not even sexual because they don't even live here. It's like more of an emotional attachment to one, and the other one she's just more fun. And I've heard that before. It's a different reason you're attracted to people, and everyone is aware of it. And he, wherever he travels and spends time with them, they're all aware of it, and they're all doing the same thing. They're in relationships, but open to dating other people. And I was like, at first I was like, what? But then I was like, what? As long as everyone in the situation,
if it works for them,
people,
yeah,
and I knew people in real life in Atlanta who were in situations like that. But I think what cut me off guard was how upfront he was about it.
Mm-hmm.
There was no secret, no hiding, no shame about it. He was just like, oh yeah, I've tried a marriage thing. I've tried to be my, a one-woman man, it doesn't work for me. He was just like, but he was just so upfront and so comfortable with it. I think that's what shocked me more so than what he was saying. But I think sexuality and different relationships work for different people. And so I think for her to be on that platform and share that, I think that's great because he's going to give other people an idea. Maybe there's somebody who's struggling with trying to figure out, and they may be depressed about it, and then she come and say that, and then they figure, well, I don't have to choose.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
With everybody involved, I don't have to choose, and maybe this isn't as bad as I think it is. So I think when people on platform use their voice to give other people voices, it's always a good thing.
Yeah. All right, well, look, let's take a quick break. We'll come back with more hot topics right back after this.
Then we taking over. One time.
That's the nigga they chasing, but they chupa she Jackie. Manga never suffer, suffer, manga never suffer, suffer. I'm well on the waiting, but I'm in the setting. That's the nigga they chasing, but they chupa she Jackie. I said that you pass, she waiting, she checking, she looking like she not know what they are talking. I told her that trouble she causing, the way that she rocking and shaking her too mad. Onina Fatumata, put it on me like she from Kakatai. All the men is scatter, that all bene hour in a chocolate. When you tie your lapa, and you wear your skin test, when you rocking your tuma, Bange, I want marry you, Chamu, I want take you. Anything you want, I give it to you. Take my name, my money, my car, my clothes, my everything, oh. Suffer, I'm gonna never suffer, suffer, I'm relying on the waiting, but I'm in the setting. That's the nigga they chasing, but the chupa she jacking. I'm gonna never suffer, suffer, I'm gonna never suffer. I'm relying on the waiting, but I'm in the setting. That's the nigga they chasing, but the chupa she checking.
What play you non-see funk get capping? Like I said before, hunger line blocking. You leave it, another scam and we'll bop it. Grab it, squeeze it with dry face. That the time you will be trying how to catch it. You know you're missing a casa bete. You fix it, all five, showing how to catch. Then you want speed series now till they get. Pretty girl, let me take you out of dinner. I got a cheddar, forgive me, I was a sinner. Gonna be better from January down to December. Take trips, go to spots if you're in the winter. So sexy, gorgeous and beautiful. Everything that we do is so memorable. I'm feeling you from your head down to your toes. Don't have to speak on it, I'm gonna show.
I'm relying on the waiting, but I'm in the setting. That's the nigga they chasing, but the chupa she jacking. I'm gonna never suffer, suffer. I'm gonna never suffer. I'm relying on the waiting, but I'm in the setting. That's the nigga they chasing, but the chupa she checking.
Anytime she walking, the boy them be watching. Anytime she walking, the boy them be shaking. Baby girl, you temptation. Anytime you turn girl, you confusion. Baby girl, you temptation. Anytime you turn girl, you confusion. Baby girl, you blow my mind away. Anytime you turn like way, girl, you make me wanting you tonight. Forget, never, you never suffer.
I'm gonna never suffer. I'm relying on the waiting, but I'm in the setting. That's the nigga they chasing, but the chupa she jacking. I'm gonna never suffer. I'm gonna never suffer. I'm relying on the waiting, but I'm in the setting. That's the nigga they chasing, but the chupa she jacking. this before. This life feels incredible. Together we can do anything. So eternal feels like infinity. Baby, I'd run till the end of time just to have you in my life. Never let go. Give me your hand, come grab a hold. Let me touch you right to your soul. Let's do it together, make it last forever. Let's let it be for all eternity. Till the ends of the earth, I will follow you, girl. Love you forever, forever, forever. Till the ends of the earth, I will follow you, girl. Many girls have come and they have gone, but no one compares to you. Yeah. So baby, I'm trying to make you see our future feels like a fantasy. No doubt this love is here to stay, and I know you feel the same way. Never let go. Give me your hand, come grab a hold. Let me touch you right to your soul. Let's do it together, make it last forever. Let's let it be for all eternity. Till the ends of the earth, I will follow you, girl. Love you forever, forever, forever. Till the ends of the earth, I will follow you, girl. Today I found to be everything you thought you'd ever need. I love you forever. I love you forever. Girl, I love you forever. I promise I'll always be true. 'Cause can't nobody do it like you. I love you forever. I love you forever. Girl, I love you forever. I love you forever. Never let go. Give me your hand, come grab a hold. Let me touch you right to your soul. Let's do it together, make it last forever. Let's let it be for all eternity. Till the ends of the earth, I will follow you, girl. Forever, forever, forever. Till the ends of the earth, I will follow you, girl. Forever.
All right, what's going on, y'all? It's Ricardo Grimhot in the airwaves. Right now, you listening to the Stephen Knight Show. Hey, don't go to sleep without saying your prayer.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. I want to remind you all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Instagram, and, of course, our official website, thestephennightshow.com. You can also check us out on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts. Go to our website. Find out more about that. All right, Kanye West. So last week he made headlines, obviously, for pretty much having a love fest with 45, President 45, and he tweeted himself with a hat with "Make America Great Again" with two white gentlemen, and he was making comments saying that you don't have to agree with 45's policies, but he's just kind of saying how they had the same character, personality, and of course 45 was, he loved that stroke of his ego, whatever. Well, and what's calling, here's a new story, what's his calling of active forgiveness, Kanye West is putting the man responsible for his mother's death on his album cover. He shared a text between him and someone named West and included a photo of the plastic surgeon Jane Addams. Kanye says that the pic will be his cover art and the album will be called Love Everybody. In 2007, Adams performed breast reduction surgery along with liposuction and other procedures on Kanye's mom, which led to her later passing away at home. The coroner said the death was linked to culinary issues triggered by the surgeries. Now, Kanye West tells us that the album cover is an olive branch to Adams, as he urged his fans to reach out to someone they haven't spoken to in a while and settle their differences, something he believes that could lead to world peace. Kanye thinks moments like the leaders of North and South Korea embrace is the beginning of something great in the world, and he is choosing his album cover, is doing his part. He also said that he would be releasing some music on social media to kind of explain his post last week about, celebrating 45 and, calling himself what did he say? I think he said he was the today generation Walt Disney and all that kind of stuff. So he released a song, but people aren't really feeling it. What are your thoughts on Kanye West? And what are your thoughts on this album cover?
Drama, more drama.
I'm going to let you take that on, TK.
Drama, more drama. He's a part of the Kardashian clan. Drama, get sensationalized. Drama, more followers. Drama, money. Drama, press. Drama, excite me. I got an album to push. Drama. Shut up.
Well, after
I agree.
After he posted those things about 45, he lost 9 million Twitter followers, like within an hour.
See.
Mm-hmm.
But it's working out in his narrative because remember, and I need you to remember when Kanye said that he wanted to run for president.
Right.
Don't forget that.
Hold on to
that. Hold on to that. He's up to something.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't trust it.
I think part of it is marketing. I think, as my dad says, everybody's not wrapped too tight. Something is wrong with this man. And, Kim Kardashian came to his defense and said, because people were saying that he has mental health issues online, and she said that people shouldn't be quick to diagnose that they don't know him personally and all that, whatever. I don't know. It's just annoying right now. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with all that. All right, so Cardi B is having the best 2 years ever, and her former manager, Shaft, would be enjoying more fruits of her labor if he was still employed. So apparently, her former manager, she got rid of him, and she joined management with her fiance, Offset, his management team. Now, this manager says that he's the one that really got her out there. He's the one that wrote that song. What was the song? Her big hit.
Bodak Yellow.
Yeah, he wrote that, and he invested all this money in her career to get her to become a household name. Well, according to TMZ, the reason why Cardi got rid of him is because they said that he was fudging the books. Like if he would say the booking fee for her was $100,000 payment, he would tell her that it was really $50,000, and he was making 20% on management royalty. Now, Shaft has filed a $10 million lawsuit against Cardi for breaching her contract with him since he was a major part of her rags to riches rise. He reportedly acknowledged that he does get 20% is higher than normal, but urges that he spent more money than normal trying to make her who she is now. Who do you believe?
I believe him only because, Cardi B is new to the game, and there's some lessons to be learned. And sometimes you got to play along, get along in certain situations. Everyone gets robbed their first time out the box. Everyone does. It's just everyone gets robbed. It's just part of the business. And she survived it. But I don't think going to her husband's management team was the move to make at this particular time. I think she should have probably gone with a bigger agency, one that has the legs to take her to the next or to handle this wave that's about to come her way. Because there's a whole nother thing about Cardi B that's about to happen with this whole baby and motherhood and this ride that she's on. If she gets the right people behind her, she could really do something with all that.
Yeah.
Just saying.
More money, more problems. It does seem like, though, you notice a lot of stars as they get bigger and bigger, the people who help them get there, sometimes they – do you think they outgrow them, or do you think that they just move on to the next?
From what I've – I'm sorry.
Who's that, Parker?
Go ahead. I think people get in their heads. I think when you're moving to a different level from the level that she was playing in before, now she's linked up with Migos, and their management team are bigger and better and and have more clout and more power. People get in your head. You don't need that person anymore. You can believe with this person, and this person been in business with this person is this powerful. So I think that's just what it is. I think people move beyond where they think that person's capable of. I think that's where the whole loyalty thing gets in when people talk about loyalty. But I think, too, with that being said, people have to realize that people are always going to make the best choice for them.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to think about, he was riding with me since I was. They're going to make the best choice that makes sense for them. So if somebody's telling them this manager can get you millions of dollars because they know the game and they got powerful moves and powerful people in their corner, guess what? She's been grinding for 7, 8 years, whatever many years she's been grinding for.
Yeah.
She's going to try to go. She's going to go where she thinks the money's going to be.
That's true. That's true.
And in this business. In this business, it's about relationships, and sometimes when you do step up levels, you get access to people with those different types of relationships. That's what it's about.
Right.
So if those people can get those doors open for you, then you might want to start about leveling up. And it has nothing to do with broken relationships, but as your business grows, you have to grow, or you got to grow along where the money's going.
And then also, I think one thing you don't do, which I've learned, and of course I'm not in that caliber of a celebrity at all, but you don't sign long multi-year management deals. You sign 2-year, maybe 3, you know what I mean, because things do change. And nine times out of 10, it has a financial tack to it. Right.
So, like, say, if you sign to me, I could guarantee you to get you so much amount of money the first year, and if that does happen, then we can revisit and then renegotiate something else after that.
Exactly. All right, well, Khalees turned heads. She says she had an hour-long interview. She said that her and her ex, Nas, she said that he had a heavy drinking problem and become violent. She said, I'm not afraid to throw a punch, but I would never start it. She said, I was never that angry. He was angry, and he was dark, and he always had been that way. Now, Nas hasn't responded to his comments, but she said when Khalees and Nas married in 2005, they were hailed as hip-hop's royalty. His debut, Illmatic, is considered one of hip-hop's classic albums, while she scored era-defining, trend-setting hits with Milkshake, Trick Me, and Caught Out There. But behind the scenes, their relationship was tumultuous and toxic, she says, and often became violent. She said, I never painted myself as a saint. I never just sat there. Did he hit me? I did. She said, yes, and she said I would hit him back. Now, she's now 44 and said that a pivotal point in their relationship came when details emerged of Rihanna's abuse at the hands of Chris Brown in 2009. She said, I remember so clearly when the pictures came out, and the only way I could describe it was double dutch. I felt like, do I jump in? Do I stay in? Or no, do I jump in? Do I say it? Because at that point, she said she had bruises all over her body. Now, she said, seeing Rihanna the way she looked, she had to look at herself, and she said, I was embarrassed. She said, ultimately, however, she did decide not to reveal her own story, so I wasn't ready to walk up. She said she just wasn't at that time. She said that what she said she wasn't weak. She just thought that this was my partner, so I chose, and I need to stick it out. But when she got pregnant with their first child, Knight, that's when she decided that she needed to leave because she said that she couldn't imagine bringing a baby into that toxic relationship. She's now, she divorced on irreconcilable differences in April 2009 and gave birth in July, less than a year the divorce was finalized. Now, she's now remarried. She got married in 2014 and has a 2-year-old son, Shepard, with her. He's an estate agent, her husband. She said, I moved on, I'm married, I have another baby, life is good. But she decided she wanted to share her story. She said, women can't be afraid to fight. I have edited myself for 9 years, and I woke up this morning and said, not today. Now, Nas initially did not release any statement, but he did go post a picture on Instagram, a throwback picture of him and his son, and it said, this is what it's all about. Pure peace, pure love, pure happiness. Hashtag throwback, hashtag fathers and sons. Well, the internet's not buying his response. Someone commented, I forgot I was following your woman-beaten self. Unfollowed. But before I go, being a dad is your job. You don't get rewards for doing it. How about you give your ex-wife a public apology for the years of beating her and verbal abuse? Tell me where the lie. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I believe it. I mean, I wouldn't think that she would fib about any of that. But my only question that I would ask is the timing of it. And, you know, Nas is about to come out with a new album. Khalees didn't get what she wanted when she went to court. You know, the timing is just, I don't know. They're still fighting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think, of course she's being dismissed as a liar, and it's funny because I think black women are the most critical with each other. I believe her. Not only do I believe her because I think if she was being vindictive, she wouldn't have waited 9 years. I think if she was, angry at the fact that they're not together or whatever it may be, it wouldn't be 9 years later. I think she's telling her story because she's probably just tired.
Mm-hmm.
Tired of the BS. And
so you don't think that recent trip to court where she was asking for an increase in money and she was not given that, and what she's doing now is not related?
I think it is related only because when she wasn't given the increase, he's coming out and said stuff about her. So after the judge came out and then said, denied her, whatever, she went about her business. Then he started releasing these little things about her, or his people in his camp, whoever, started saying that she was a gold digger and she was this and she was that, and that he wasn't being able to see, he wasn't being allowed to see his son and all this stuff. So now she has to defend herself. Then
she did say that too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, you can't see my son when you come and show up every 6 months and you want him to change the schedule, just show up and pick him up whenever you want. So that's not going to work. And so in that case, I do believe that it does have to do with the court. But I think if he would have just went on by his happy business after she got denied, she would have went on by her happy business, and he not posting anything and try to act like he's the great dad and all that, and not ruffling her feathers, it would have been fine. But you can't.
True.
You can't have both.
And she said in the interview that he's very ego-driven. Like, he worries a lot about public perception of him. Mm-hmm. So he fights to keep, that wall up. Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of toxic people are. That's what makes them toxic, because they're two different people.
You never know what's going on in people's closed doors, huh? Behind closed doors.
So true.
All right, our last topic. So, it is sad. It is sad. It's definitely sad.
So he's been canceled too.
Well, last night was the White House Correspondent Dinner, and comedian Michelle Wolf gave what a lot of people call it a fantastic performance. Well, of course, 45 was not feeling it. She went on his entire administration, calling it a total disaster and an embarrassment. And Trump, 45 said it was a total disaster and embarrassment. She did go in on his whole administration. Anyway, so he tweeted, he said, the White House Correspondent Dinner was a failure last year, but this year was an embarrassment to everyone associated with it. The filthy comedian totally bombed. Couldn't even deliver her lines, much like Seth Meyers' week's performance. Put the dinner to rest or start over. Then he said, the White House Correspondents' Dinner is dead as we know it. This was a total disaster and embarrassment to our great country and all it stands for. Fake news is alive and well and beautifully represented on Saturday night. The White House Correspondents Association, that was his statement. But the association also did not take too kindly to our jokes either. They said that last night's program was meant to offer a unifying message about our common commitment to a vigorous and free press while honoring civility, great reporting, and scholarship winners, not to divide people. Unfortunately, the entertainer's monologue was not in the spirit of that mission. Did you hear did you see anything about this? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I watched it today, and honestly, we can't, like the lady on The View said it the best, we can't hold comedians at a higher standard than we hold Donald Trump. Donald Trump has said worse things. He continues to say worse things than that, and the Republicans seem to be fine with it. But because somebody else is saying things that's offensive to them and him and his administration, all of a sudden it's outrageous.
Right.
So you can't hold a comedian because that's her job. It's supposed to be funny and be outrageous. You can't hold her for doing her job at a higher standard than you hold the president for not even coming close to the standard of what he should be morally and ethically and everything else.
I agree.
You know, we're embarking on dangerous territory, you know, because it's now getting to the point where you're infringing upon the right of free speech. And it's edging there, but even more so, as an artist myself, I feel like if he wanted to, he could possibly start silencing the artist's gift of expression. Because that is the art form. She's a comedian. How are you going to silence her act? What right do you have?
Yeah.
That's her expression. That's how she feels.
Yeah. Well, you know, Kathy Griffin was on The View today as well. Remember, she came under fire when she had the picture of the his head, you know.
Beheaded.
Yeah, she said that she apologized at the time, but she wished she didn't because she said that is freedom of speech. And she said that how his administration had people call the supporters and she said because her shows were getting canceled, but it wasn't because people weren't buying tickets. It's because they were making rotary calls to have complaints and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean that is big when the president is calling in and impacting business. You're not supposed to do that. Yeah.
And the other thing that he has done there, because she was on Real Time with Bill Maher. And she was talking about how they put her on the no-fly list, so she couldn't even go fly to gigs, and she was booking stuff. And then they would harass her at the airport.
Right.
That's crazy.
Take her ID. Yep. That's crazy. Lord help us all. Well, listen, that's all for our time. This is Parker. Thank you as always. Chika, I know you'll be in movie reviews. Remind you, we're all over social media: Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Instagram, and our official website, StephenKnightShow.com. We'll be right back after this.
When you let it shine, yeah. 'Cause I know that I am what I'm supposed to be. 'Cause I know that I am what I'm supposed to be. I'm feeling fine, I got a peace of mind, and it's right on time. It's time to shine, yeah. 'Cause I know that I'm what I'm supposed to be. I'm like what I'm supposed to be. I never go back again. No, never go back again. Oh no, no, no. No matter what they tell me, no, I'm never turning back to where I'm supposed to be. I never go back again. No, never go back again. No, I never go back again. Yeah, never go back again. I never go back again. Never go back again. I ain't going back no more. Got a peace of mind, and it's right on time. It's time to shine, yeah. 'Cause I know that I am what I'm supposed to be. 'Cause I know that I am what I'm supposed to be. I'm feeling fine, I got a peace of mind, and it's right on time. It's time to shine, yeah. 'Cause I know that I'm what I'm supposed to be. I'm what I'm supposed to be.
Show 'em how to move like it's your only option. Show 'em how to go, girl, 'cause you do it flawless. She be like, he be like, my hitters be like, rep your town tonight. And we on. Show 'em how it's done when your back is in the corner, bet your dream is number one. She be like, he be like, I be like, yeah, 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 yeah. Let me start this anthem all proper. From poverty, I still finish college. Do it all, keep my face stay shining, 'cause your boy right here is a soldier. Back to the music, telling you why I do it. For my brother, his daughter, my dreams stick to it. I lost a few on the way, miss them all the time, but I keep the memories alive on the music. Thought I wouldn't do it, thought I couldn't do it, thought I wouldn't do it, thought I couldn't do it, thought I wouldn't do it, and I couldn't do it. Watch me do it, do it, do it. Show 'em how to move like it's your only option. Show 'em how to go, girl, 'cause you do it flawless. She be like, he be like, my hitters be like, rep your town tonight. And we on. Show 'em how it's done when your back is in the corner, but your dream is number one. She be like, he be like, I be like, yeah, 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 yeah. People tellin' me you only get better, so don't stop, bruh. You deserve to win for sure. Got $1 and a dream, and no 100 guarantees I'm gonna make it out this life. That's cool with me. Trust in my faith and my beliefs. Music therapy. So I just wanna be the man I am. Yeah, yeah. They thought I wouldn't do it, thought I couldn't do it, thought I wouldn't do it, thought I couldn't do it, thought I wouldn't do it, and I couldn't do it. Watch me do it, do it, do it. Show 'em how to move like it's your only option. Show 'em how to go, girl, 'cause you do it flawless. She be like, he be like, my hitters be like, rep your town tonight. And we on. Show 'em how it's done when your back is in the corner, but your dream is number one. She be like, he be like, I be like, yeah, 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 yeah.
I came from nothing, came from shit. Had a goal to set, I had a name to get. I turned pain to strength, I gave fame a grip. I changed lanes to gain, and my aims to live. Had to show them how, call this tutorial. Make history, this historical. Niggas Satan, that's just adorable. Went from poor and that shit's affordable. All I need is my team now. More trees, more lean now. I'm heating up, I got steam now. It's real shit, it ain't a dream now. I moved up and got paid quick. YH who I stayed with. And this here look beautiful, like the baddest bitches I laid with. They thought I wouldn't do it. They thought that I would quit. Can't take no losses, I'm a boss. Tell all y'all bosses I'm the shit. Y'all boys so off, but I'm a hit. Got no time to talk, I'm getting rich. Can't hear yo talking like I'm deaf. And I kill no coffin with the shit.
Show 'em how to move like it's your only option. Show 'em how to go, girl, cause you do it flawless. She be like, he be like, my hitters be like, rep your town tonight. And we on, show 'em how it's done. When your back is in the corner, bet your dream is number one. She be like, he be like, I be like, yeah, 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 yeah.
She in love with diamonds, it's true. Let's just keep it real. I can tell you how it, baby. What's up with you? Tell me how you feel. Cause when it all comes down to it, babe, they can't love you like I do, no. Who knew it? Now we gotta get past this part. Only real love should be in your heart. If that's what you want, I got enough to tell. Every single day I hear the same thing. Been drowning in a love that wasn't meant for you. And we gotta know that we both messed up a real good thing, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She in love with diamonds, still ain't nothing behind it. I ain't wanna be the one to say it, but I gotta tell the truth. You roll up and say you wanna be in love, but you don't want it, cause you don't know what to do. I ain't saying I'm the perfect man, no, still I try to understand how you feel, but you never reciprocate. You just put on your diamonds and walk away, babe. It all comes down to it, babe. They can't love you like I do, no, know it. Now we gotta get past this part. Only real love should be in your heart. If that's what you want, I got enough to tell. Every single day I hear the same thing. Been drowning in a love that wasn't meant for you. We gotta know that we both messed up a real good thing, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She in love with diamonds, still ain't nothing behind it. Every single day I hear the same thing. You say you love me, but them diamonds made you change, baby. Part. Only real love should be in your heart. If that's what you want, I got enough to tell. Every single day I hear the same thing. Been drowning in a love that wasn't meant for you. And we gotta know that we both messed up a real good thing, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She in love with diamonds, still ain't nothing behind it. I hear the same thing. Been drowning in a love that wasn't meant for you. We gotta know that we both messed up a real good thing, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She in love with diamonds, still ain't nothing behind it. Every single day, I hear the same thing. You say you love me, but them diamonds made you change, baby. Diamonds made you change, baby. Oh, every single day, I hear the same thing. You say that you love me, but them diamonds made you change, baby. Every single day, I hear the same thing. You say you love me, but them diamonds made you change, baby.
Yeah. You know where I'm from.
Windy City, Windy City. You know where I'm from. Shot City, Shot City.
Yeah, what up?
That's 773.
What up?
That's 708.
What up?
630.
What up?
815. We la.
From the Midwest, homie, this is life. We do it the best, yeah, we do it right. We deep up in these streets, yeah, from day to night. Y'all know where we be, yeah, you know we rep that. That 312, yeah, that Windy City. That 312, yeah, my head is with me. That 312, yeah, that Windy City. That 312, yeah, my head is with me. From the shop, my dude. Came in the game for the crown, my dude. Know a couple goons from the south side to leave your mouth wide open and don't make the whole crowd move like rah, rah. With around my dude. From the low end to the wild, wild too. Hunters and these youngers, they be gunning and be stunting. Ain't no punk, nobody smiling at you, huh? It'll go down, my dude. Without a word or a sound, my dude. Out west, they will clown out too. Bring out that cannon for Knicks. Demanding your shit while you panic and flinch. You standing and pissing and vanishing, dipping. Blow bands with a chicken and laugh at that lick that they hit real quick. These dudes wild out too, huh? You know now, my dude. The look of the street is a frown, my dude. Don't work, you don't eat, stay from round they food. The hunger, the feast is shot town, don't snooze. The heat of that banger, the hammer, these tools. They using the war on the street and there's few who live by that, don't die by that. That's fact. It's Chirac, I'm from that. From the Midwest, homie, this is life. We do it the best, yeah, we do it right. We deep up in these streets, yeah, from day to night.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's the First Lady Faith Evans, and you're listening to the Stephen Knight Show.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Chike, you're holding down movie review solo today. Adam's out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Again, welcome back from Hawaii.
Thank you.
Yes. So,
yeah, you know, I watched more movies in the last 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks than I've watched all year, I think, with these long flights.
Yeah. So, well, which movies did you watch? Tell me.
I watched Kidnapped. I watched that. I watched Black Panther again, of course, Wakanda Forever. I watched it's the movie with the two brothers. Glenn Close is the mom, and they're trying to find who their father was. Because apparently Glenn Close was a slut back in her day. And then they find that. Did you know that movie?
Is it The World According to Garp? Was it that one?
I don't think so. It's like a comedy. It has what's that guy's name?
No, I don't remember the name. I know it's not The World According to Garp. I can't remember the name of the movie, but I saw it. I know what you're talking about. It was good too.
Yeah, it was really good. I saw that. I was trying to see if I could find it real quick. I saw that. I saw the movie where they are shrinking the people.
Shrinking the people?
Yeah, they're shrinking the people, trying to, because of global warming and all this stuff. And it's Matt Damon's in it.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. I know what you're talking about. Was it good? Because I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was weird, but it was good. It was good. Okay. I'm trying to short, was it short? Something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not good with names of movies. But I saw that movie. Downsizing. That was good.
There it is.
I saw the movie about the little boy who's deformed. His face is deformed. Julia Roberts plays his mom. Wonder. I saw that. Great movie.
That was a great movie. Yeah.
I was embarrassed because I was trying not to cry on the plane.
Yeah, I told you when I reviewed that movie. I told you I was crying.
I was trying to cry on the plane. I was trying not to let the man beside me see that I was crying. That was great. What else did I see? Oh, shoot. While you're talking, I'm gonna look at the movies I saw. But
that was about 10 hours right there.
Yeah. I mean, I watched them. There were some really good movies. Oh, I watched Detroit. I watched Detroit when I was going to L.A. That was a great movie. Great movie. Watched that. Yeah, I've been watching these movies. But what'd you see?
Okay, so let's get into $250 million in the U.S. alone.
Woo!
$380 million international.
Oh my gosh.
$641 million globally, and that's just through the weekend.
Wow.
It hasn't even done anything. It is the biggest box office opening of all time.
Yep.
This film includes the film House of Guardians of the Galaxy, The Avengers, Black Panther, Thor, Hulk, and Captain America, combinedly known as The Avengers Infinity War. This movie, coming off the heels of Black Panther, is killing it right now.
Yeah.
And it's so worth it. This film was so good. I felt hair standing up on the back of my neck. And I'm going to be honest and say that I'm a little biased. I've been into this genre since I was a knee high.
Okay.
So it has a place with me, like spiritually, like it's in me, because I grew up with it. So to get to a point to be at an age or live to an age to be able to see this come to life the way that it has, from being in a little dusty little booklet with thin paper, sometimes poorly drawn cartoons in a book, to now seeing it on the screen in 3D and in IMAX. It is so amazing. And I know I'm sounding like I'm really geeking out on this film, but the truth of the matter is, it's just good entertainment.
Yeah.
I mean, with these films, these type of films, this is as good as Hollywood gets right now, as far as this is concerned. And with these films, I can see the box office, why the tickets are the way that they are, because it's how they're producing them. They cost a lot to make, so they're going to cost you a lot to go witness and watch and experience. Storyline was solid. Everyone is featured in the movie. Everyone has a shining moment. I can't really get into detail about.
Please don't.
I won't.
Although someone's been spoiled for me on social media already, but go ahead.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it. But it lived up to its expectations for me. It really did. And of course, this is a Marvel movie, so you stay. The credits are going to be long because they don't do. And I will tell you, this is a spoiler. They're not going to give you halfway through the credits. They don't do that in this movie. You have to wait through all the credits are over, and then you get the teaser. And it is a teaser.
Wow.
I don't even know what else I can say about this movie. It's everything. I saw some other films. I'm not going to review them right now because they were smaller films on Netflix. I will do that next week because I want to talk about them in detail. I don't want to take too much time. But Infinity War is the ticket. Check it out. And there were some great previews. You see a really long the trailer preview for the long version of Venom, which only entices me even more to want to go see it.
Okay.
What else can I say? Just go check it out. But I do have a little editorial for our movie people. So the first time what I'm about to tell you has ever happened to me being in a theater. It's an AMC theater, and everyone's sitting down, and a lady comes in the bottom, and she says, "Excuse me, everyone. This is going to be a sold-out show. Every seat is accounted for. If you do have someone under the age of 2 that you did not pay for, they must be sitting on your lap. They cannot have a seat."
Oh, wow.
That's the first time I've ever heard that, which now takes me to my next issue. The issue is, people, why are you bringing babies to the movies?
Yeah.
I need for you to leave. I need to leave. You need to leave your babies at home unless it is a movie for children. But like 2 and under, are they really paying attention? Are they really watching the movie? I know that there are some advanced 2-year-olds that could watch a cartoon on the movie theater. Yes, those are the exceptions. Well-behaved younger children. But infants and like 1 year old, why can't we get a babysitter? I know that mom and dad need time out, but Megan, Charles, get a babysitter. Keep the kid at home. Because if I pay $25, no, let's be real. We're talking snacks, popcorn. If I'm on a date, if I spent $56 at the movie theater that night to sit down in the seat for quiet and peace, and it would be a lot more than $56 now that I'm really thinking about it. It'd be more like $80.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yep.
$80 at the movies tonight to actually sit here and enjoy this film, and your kid starts crying. Honestly, I'm going to wring your neck. Like, seriously, you're ruining the moment. Leave your children at home, please. Please, leave them at home.
Absolutely.
But go to the movies. I mean, enjoy it. And you don't even have to go, I mean, unless you want to really enjoy that IMAX and the 3D, you don't necessarily need to do that. You could see it on a matinee in 2D, which is probably roughly like $5.
Okay.
It's a choice.
Yeah.
It's a choice. And what I love and what I've always enjoyed ever since I was a kid, which I had in this movie, which makes it all the better for me, is when there's crowd participation with the movie. That always makes me feel really good because it makes me feel like we're all on one accord.
Right, all watching
with all the things that are going on. I mean, and I've always felt this way. With all the things that are going on and how separated we are, we're in that movie theater sitting in the seats and we're all loving and enjoying what we're experiencing. We're all on the same page at the same time.
That's
interacting
true.
with one another. Clapping and yelling things out. There was a scene that happened, something that happened on the screen, and one man had reacted to it loudly, and everyone else started laughing because of his reaction to it. But it was the truth. Like, we were all on the same accord. It was a good time.
Yeah.
It's like I was in the living room with a whole bunch of strange friends.
Exactly. I like that, too, when everyone's interacting together. You know what I mean? Everyone's having a good time, enjoying the movie. Yeah.
And I've always enjoyed that, but it's, to be honest, in all the movies that I've seen, I've only felt that really great in only a few movies. And it was Jaws, it was Anaconda, the one with Jennifer Lopez in it.
Oh, yeah.
And it was one of the Friday the 13th. So I can't remember which one it was. It might have been the one that was in 3D. I think the third one. I went to go see that in the theater. It's not too many. And, of course, Black Panther and now The Avengers. It's like we're all on the same page at the same time, and we're all experiencing the same thing and feeling the same way about it.
That's
Very
awesome.
interesting.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. All right. Anything else coming down the pipeline?
May 25th, I'm looking for Venom. Tom Hardy is playing Venom, and, he's just one of those actors. If you don't know who he is, he played Bane in What Batman's Behind. And, I think he's an awesome actor, and I think he's going to do the role justice, especially from the trailer. It pulled me in even more. So, that's what I'm looking forward to.
All right. Well, TK, as always, thank you for letting us know what to spend our money on. I'm going to see Avengers this week, so I look forward to talking about that next week. And,
okay.
Yeah, have a great week, and we'll talk again next Monday, okay?
Absolutely.
All right. We'll be right back after this.
When I hit it, I don't call. No, I don't call. That's a message to you, bro. Bitch, I'm a dog. See, I'm married to the gang. I said I do it since that shit ain't been the same. I leveled up. They say more money, more problems, but on ones who ain't got none. I leveled up. She said she heard I was on the come up. Out here moving like a boss, yeah, but don't know how much this shit costs. Yeah, she get money, I get money too. She the type I'm tryna pursue. Never change up, keep my mind stay the same. Got these broke boys feeling some type of way. I don't recognize when they talking down. Bank accounts filled with large amounts. She just want a real nigga to come around. She just want a real nigga I'ma solve it. She came in head in the foreign. I'm flexing on them so gorgeous. Go your bag, what's that rolling? Real recognize real, but I do not know you. Go your bag, what's that rolling? Real recognize real, but I do not know you. I don't recognize when they talking down. Bank accounts filled with large amounts. She just want a real nigga to come around. She just want a real nigga to come around. When I hit it, I don't call. No, I don't call. That's a message to your bro. Bitch, I'm a dog. See, I'm married to the game. I said I do it since that shit ain't been the same. I leveled up. I leveled up. I leveled up. They say more money, more problems, but on ones who ain't got none. I leveled up. I leveled up. I leveled up. I leveled up. When I hit it, I don't call. No, I won't call. That's a message to your broad. Bitch, I'm a dog. See, I'm married to the game. I said I do since that shit ain't been the same. I leveled up.
Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl, Monifa, and you're listening to The Stephen Knight Show.
Welcome back to The Stephen Knight Show. Janelle, how's it going?
Great. How are you, Stephen?
I'm good. I just got back from Hawaii this morning, but I was able to sleep on the
this morning. I know you have to be tired.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I slept on the plane a lot, but when I say, the longest flight I've ever taken in my life?
Yeah. What is it, like 8 or 9 hours?
It was 11 hours for me, yep.
Oh, wow. Did you have any layovers or anything?
Yeah, I had about an hour and a half layover in L.A. going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which I think is actually good because breaking it up, but, I mean, coming back this morning,
yeah,
I was
that's a long flight. Yeah.
How was your weekend?
I can't complain.
That's good. You got some great stuff for us, so let's go ahead and take it away.
I do. So I just want to go ahead and warn everybody that this is a very dry time for sales because, we're now, of course, another holiday is coming up, Memorial Day, and, April is about to close out. So it's really, really dry, but I was still able to find some things for everyone. So I'll go ahead and get started. Target is having a sale, and if you shop there now, you can get an extra 20% off of all clearance items. Neiman Marcus is having a sale. Well, I'm sorry, let me take that back. Neiman Marcus Last Call is having a sale. And if you shop there now, you can save up to 55% during their fine jewelry event. Plus, you can get an extra 30 to 65% off of everything, including their clearance items. Today only and online only, you can shop Express and get 40% off of everything, and there are no exclusions, so that does include their clearance items. If you shop the Gap online only, you can get 40% off of everything with no exclusions. You just have to use code THANKYOU, and that's THANKU at checkout. Plus, you can get an extra 10% on top of that off of your purchase with code EXTRA. And Gap does have one of those sites where you can enter multiple codes. I know that there are some out there where you can't, but Gap happens to be one of those where you can enter multiple codes. Nine West is having a sale, and if you shop there now, you can get up to 40% off of your purchase. Banana Republic is having a great sale, and if you shop there now, you can get an extra 50% off of all of their sale items. Plus, you can get an extra 10% on top of that off of your purchase. Saks Fifth Avenue off Fifth is having a sale, and if you shop there now, you can get an extra 20% off of select items. J. Crew is having a sale, and if you shop there now, you can get 40% off of select summer styles. And this is an online-only sale, so you have to use code SUMMER, and that's SUMMER at checkout. The Limited is having a sale, and if you shop there now, you can buy one, get one free on all of their tops. And last but not least, Old Navy is having a sale, and if you shop there now, you can get up to 50% off of all tees, jeans, and pants.
Nice.
And that's all I have for you guys. Yes.
And they can find all that at budgetshopaholic.com.
They surely can.
All right. Well, thank you as always, Janelle. You have a great week, okay?
Okay, you do the same. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Right back after this.
We can book a flight and lead in love you so much. Yeah. Yeah. Baby, where you go? You know I love you so much. I love you so much. Yeah. You know what's on? Real special with us. Real special with us. You and me, we all that. I love you like I know you love me back. Yeah. You love me back. Yeah. And I'll do anything for you, baby. We can book a flight and leave tonight. Yeah. Tonight. Yeah. I love you so much, yeah. We can book a flight, yeah. We can book a flight and leave tonight, yeah. Tonight, I'll do anything for you, yeah. We can do everything that you want, baby. We can book a flight and leave tonight, yeah. You know I love you so much, baby. And I'll do anything for you, yeah. We can do everything that you want, baby. We can book a flight and leave tonight, yeah. You know I love you so much. I love you so much. Yeah. Baby, you're my everything. Yeah. Baby, I'll do anything. For you. Yeah. Oh, I'll run the world and I'll book that flight on a one-way. They don't have to know. You know that I'll do anything for you in a rush. I'm in a hurry for that love. I need that heart, need that soul, need that everything that should done. Same as it is always. Love until they never stop our ways. I need every second with you, baby. We can book a flight. We can book a flight and leave tonight, yeah. You know I love you. I love you so much, yeah. We can book a flight, yeah. We can book a flight and leave tonight, yeah. I'll do anything for you, yeah. We can do everything that you want, baby. We can book a flight and leave tonight, yeah. You know I love you so much, baby. And I'll do anything for you, yeah. We can do everything that you want, baby. We can book a flight and leave tonight, yeah. You know I love you so much.
This is Savage.
And this is Ty.
And we are from the Articulate Podcast, and you are listening to The Stephen Knight Show.
Listen, that's our show. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, we are all over social media. We're also on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts. Just go to our website, thestephenknightshow.com. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you again next Monday. Peace and good night.
Tonight is all eyes on me. Everything's gonna be alright. time I see a pretty young thing.